What's it? Zig?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dweller.
Oh.
Episode 28 just dropped a small little lore bomb, and it turns out that my hunches were correct. Sig was code number 1. It's wild that his backstory dates back to 2004, which is a neat little meta reference. I'm gonna use it. Fuck you, I'm using it again. Neat. But looking at the actual plot, it's a grim reveal. Sig and the lady were the original guinea pigs for Zero's lucid dream experiment. It explains why Zero is so nostalgic about them, but also it paints Code in an even darker light. In the premonition timeline, Nox was obsessed with the idea that Code treats their agents like disposable cog, but in reality, from agent number 0 to 7, every single agent is still alive, or at least active, which kind of hurts Nox's original argument, but it replaces it with something much worse. Systemic grooming. Code didn't just throw these people away, they performed human experiments. On criminals like Sig, they were ready to experiment on Nem when she was a newborn. I don't know what the lady got herself to become a part of this, but knowing Sig was a criminal long before the experiment add a layer of shadiness to the early days of Code. Sig is presented as this extremely evil guy that just wants to watch the world burn. But we actually get to see some glimpses of a more sensitive side. He drops his maniacal facade for a second on Nem's situation. Since he chose to fuse with a nightmare and she was born from one, he seems to feel some genuine, solemn empathy for her. He knows that if Code didn't exist, he just be serving his life sentence instead of being a byproduct monster. And I actually didn't expect this entire thing to happen so quickly, but the show giving him an emotional depth this early might actually turn him into an ally sooner than I actually thought, especially since Free is already getting up to Codesomnia to power creep him. Power-wise, the gap is closing in. Even through Catastrophe is equally powerful to Dawn, Dawn doesn't seem to have the same energy depletion issue. Baku successfully destroys the Wolf Nightmare, but he was totally vulnerable, allowing Sig to just restore the dream world and kidnap Nox. While seeing the duplicate Capsum actually be used is actually really cool, and it proves this mechanic is actually fucking brilliant, because it actually kind of gives the base form at least some sort of a fighting chance against a quote-unquote natural disaster like Dawn. While Free is officially losing his mind, he's still lampooning 5 and 6 for their incompetence, while 6 is literally in the ICU, which I recently discovered is because 6's actress is also doing another show, and because of that, she's quote-unquote in a coma, aka there's just fucking scheduling conflicts. That's kind of upsetting. But we did get an offer. 3 offering to 5 the supreme power of Code Somnia. This is the ultimate red flag. He describes it as a weapon where the owner gives up on their own humanity. Since we know Sig is a byproduct of Somnia, it's most likely that the supreme power is what actually turned Sig into the monster that he is now. And it is also the same quote-unquote power set that Bakuo is using for Catastrom. While the episode ending with Nox being trapped in Sig's fight club is a massive cliffhanger, because the lady is not out of the game. She already used a nightmare butterfly to transmute a void capsule, which shows she is ready to go to war against Sig. And it seems that in next week's episode we're going to get the return of Kamen Nox. So I'm actually dying to see how he gets his driver while still being in prison. Does just the lady gives it to him? Does Sig has something to do with it? This is actually really fucking cool. Like, overall, this episode gets an A+. This episode was dense. We got the history, the emotional depth of our villain, and a clear look of how evil Code can truly be. Bakuo throwing away his code number, declaring himself just as ZEZTZ, was a great moment of agency for him. He's no longer playing an agent. He's now a guy that tries to keep the same promise to Minami and trying to stop the nightmares. Next week, it's Nox's time. He probably somehow gets the driver and he's going to probably get out. And that would put him in an interesting kind of position. Would he be the rider that maybe would get toe-to-toe with Dawn a lot sooner than ZEZTZ himself? And also, would he actually be now a part of this new alliance? And his connection to Nem and how much he kind of becomes a sort of protector for her in this entire episode. Yeah, what's your overall thoughts of episode number 28 of Kamen ZEZTZ? Comment below, let me know. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please, if you liked it, smash that like button. Hey, if you want to help your subscribe button achieve its true goal of becoming a subscribed button, please smash that subscribe button. Don't forget, you're the only one that can prevent forest fires. Thank you very much, and have a great rest of your day. Bye bye!